Welcome to Pull the Pin Ready, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions about the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
Oh, we promise you, we can give them to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate, and let's pull the pin already.
Cha-ching.
I don't do this
Awesome.
anymore because I don't know where the hell I'm pointing anymore. So I don't do it.
Just point anyway. It doesn't
I've
matter.
learned my
Nobody
lesson.
cares. Everybody watching will be like, "What is he doing?" Everybody listening will be like, "I don't know what he's doing." So, yeah. So, welcome back, Nate.
Glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Yeah, welcome back to our loyal listeners who I say welcome back, but they're really not here. They're gonna be watching or listening at some point.
Welcome
But yeah,
to this episode.
The news is getting a little, I don't know, today might be a little bit of a hot show, but I just want to preclude something. Like yesterday was Super Tuesday, whatever, and the election stuff. Like I'm not even really interested in the election stuff anymore because everybody knows if you're for Trump, you're for Trump forever. If you're not for Trump. I mean, it's really it. It's just like, trying to make the transgender community bigger than they are. The people undecided right now are really very small people. There's very few people undecided right now. So all this stuff, Nikki Haley, it's all just part of a Democratic scam. So I'm not even going to bother with that news. And the Supreme Court thing, I think the other day came down unanimously telling Colorado, you go pound sand. You can't take them off the damn ballot.
That does makes it to everybody.
Right. So in the end, sure, some of the liberal judges.
But that was a 9-0 vote. I mean, that was bipartisan.
Yeah, but honestly, I think it was by the skin of the, whatever the teeth. I don't even know what that saying means. But
skin on your teeth. You don't know skin on your teeth.
Yeah, I don't know what that means. But anyways, I really don't care either. So don't bother trying to send me a link or something. But it was just really, honestly, it could have easily been a 5-4 decision because it was a joke. And that's the problem is it's still a joke. I mean, it's still a joke. 9-0 looks like a good win, which we could take, whatever. But it really was a joke if you followed any of it. The real test is going to be whether he's got immunity. That's really the challenge, not whether he can be pulled off the ballot or not. Because
they're taking that case too, aren't they?
Yeah.
So that decision, I should say.
Yeah. So at the end of the day, that's going to be the real test to see what the Supreme Court decides. And I guarantee you, if they're smart, they would decide 9-0 as well. But I guarantee you they're not. They're going to have to virtue signal or something like that and stand up and pretend, oh, look at us. I know, whatever. So literally, I think it's stupid, but
maybe that should have been on topic, but it's not. So what do we do on this show, Jim?
Yeah, so we're going to talk about some other headlines, not those headlines, because those are, pretty much like a waste of time to me. But we're going to talk about some other headlines that may be a waste of time too. But we're going to tell you our opinion on them. I think today's going to be good because, I think we're going to come out of the gate hot. And then we're going to tell you how to feel and think about it. And you get to decide for yourself, but we're going to tell you how to decide. And why is it important that we tell them, Nate?
Because we're average veterans. We've been around the world and we know everything.
Yeah, so our opinions is probably going to be better than yours.
Yeah. You have your water ready?
Yeah, so let's go right into the fire, man.
You have water ready?
No, I'm still drinking some more coffee, but
well, we're gonna make you hot with hot coffee. Here we go.
This is my thing border's already on fire. Elon Musk warns of something worse than 9/11 after Biden admits to smuggling 320,000 illegal immigrants. Now, Nate, before you comment on this, we knew this, right? Remember when they did the app?
Why are those numbers so low?
Well, this is just specifically from the air. Remember he did that airplane app where people can claim asylum mid-flight after we put them on a plane? Like, first of all, how are they getting on a plane? Now, honestly, if they're terrorists, they're going to get on a plane anyway. Just they need to just get through customs and not be checked, whatever, right? But
well, all they need to do is use their immigration app for proof to get on a plane.
That's what I'm saying. So at the end of the day, you just create a giant loophole for all the terrorists in the world. And let me tell you, what does 320,000 people mean to you? They're unvetted too. These are unvetted.
And that's extreme. We have over 1 million, 2 million, 3 million illegal immigrants. Where does 320 come from? That's
okay. So let's take that number. I just want to talk numbers, Nate. I want to talk numbers. So let's take that number, 320. Let's whatever number you take and take 2% of it. You know what I mean? Take 2% of it. 10% of it, 300,000, 300,000 down to 30,000. How many people did 9/11? How many people
Seven,
did?
seven,
I think it was 12 total, counting
12.
all the incidents, even the thwarted.
Okay.
You know, but it took 12 people, right? So we let in 10 million, most unvetted, and it took 12 people to do 9/11. What do you think the scope of any terrorist attack in this country is going to be, provided Elon is correct? And I tend to believe he is correct. And I think if you're not bracing for this, you're a moron.
Well, I
Um,
think because of 9/11, it might be harder to pull something off extreme. But if you have a lot of people like that,
well,
I
it
don't think
depends
we.
what you
I don't
consider
think we have the.
extreme.
If it's that many, like extreme as 9/11, extreme that extreme to pull
Yeah,
off a terrorist
but
attack like that, I think it's
okay,
harder because our security has increased so much. But with that many people, we don't have enough security to control that many people. So
right. And even I would beg not to differ because I know your opinion's right.
I
But
told you to begin the episode. It's right.
I
I
would
mean,
submit to you that look at what's been happening with the farms and all that stuff, power plants going down, things going down. Imagine that all in one day, in one moment.
well, you just imagine AT&T just went down the other day, and
Hello. You know what I mean? Imagine that though, all in one day, one
yeah,
moment, and we have to respond with what we have. It's chaos, dude.
I mean,
It's chaos. No, no, think about it. Think about it. When I get a
I'm
storm
thinking of it
here,
that way. I'm thinking of it that way. That's okay. That would be a terrorist attack,
when
but
I get a storm here, Nate, and the power goes out, we have companies from outside of this state coming to help.
right,
They can't do that if they have problems in their own state.
right,
So think about that.
yeah, yeah. I get it that way. I mean, it'd be pure chaos because there's not enough help to fix everything.
Right? Just hospitals alone, just with COVID. Look how
Yeah,
hospitals alone in COVID era. I mean, just think about it,
I
dude.
was going to say no one's. When I consider a terrorist attack, I think of death. I mean,
Well,
obviously, if you shut all that down, death probably could have will happen.
and you're right. The death will
Yeah.
most likely come from within.
And when you
Well, I
think
mean,
when you
first
think
it'll
of an
start.
attack, when you think of a terrorist attack, you think of something violent.
Right, right, and that's what I'm trying to lead
Doesn't
people
doesn't
away
have
from.
to be doesn't have to be violent. You can shut down everything at one time, and violence
Yes,
will happen because of it.
yes, it will lead to violence, and even on the end of the day too. What about all these illegals here? You know, if you shut down all their free stuff and resources, what are they going to do? Most of them come out of prisons and they're already violent people. What are they going to do?
Go back to their country, right?
Yeah, that's what they're going to do. They're going to pack up immediately and say, "Oh, well, they shut down America. Let's leave." No, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
so if
what
you're
if
not
it did
prepared,
work that way?
then maybe we should fake one. We should do a hoax. Oh, my power's out, Nate. Look, my camera went dark. I don't know what's happening. Oh, look. Oh, look, I still got my
Oh,
devil's Santa hat. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy that this is a reality and people are not even, it's not even on their radar.
yeah.
It's not. I mean, people are literally still fighting with each other over gender garbage and nonsense and racial disparities. And yet we literally have an entire operation brewing in our country and nobody seems to care.
And those are the ones that are gonna be screaming for help when something really hits the fan.
Well, they'll be the first ones gone. I mean, I
Come protect
guarantee you,
me.
because nobody's going to want to help anybody. I mean, that's the truth of it. Everybody's going to pull in because they don't know who to trust anymore because all these, it's coming from within. You know, I mean, you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
easily identify an enemy in Korea or in Germany, maybe. You know what I mean? But it's hard to identify an enemy within the United States.
yeah. And you already know your circle. You already know who you can trust. That
Right.
if Jim comes over, yeah, I'm not gonna have Jim in my house. But if James comes over, I don't know James. He ain't coming to my house.
Right. Exactly.
Sorry.
You get it. You get it. So I'll make sure I wear a name tag. But so
Everybody comes to my
really,
house. We have a Jim name tag on now. Spelled
but
GYM.
yeah. But you get what I'm saying, though. This is real stuff, man. And this is stuff that, me and you know, like we've been in the military. Anybody in the military knows that we plan for things like this. What planning are you doing? What plan is your local, town doing? What plans is our country doing? If you have a militia in your town, now's the time to join them. I'm telling you, now's the time. If you
You
have
know,
one in there, I don't
and
know if they
if
do.
you have a trustworthy police department or a trustworthy anything, you you shut your town down. No one in, no one out. That's it.
Well, right, but the question is that trustworthy? Think about this stuff. Think about this stuff. These people are coming over, 320,000 illegal immigrants. How many law enforcement personnel did these people have to pass?
Just the one at the border. Well, you probably
Right,
wouldn't even at
right.
the border. So
Yeah, well, they're on airplanes, so obviously it's not even the border guy. But you get what I'm saying?
how do you
All
know
the
it's on
people that
airplanes? It doesn't say anything about airplanes in this episode, in this headline. You are assuming stuff, Jim, and I'm fine with that. I'm going with it. There are airplanes. Let's go.
yeah, because I did hear a little bit more about it. So
Oh,
I do know it was through the air. That's how they smuggled them in because they were through the air, and they won't even release where these people are. That's the weird part because of some safety issue or something. So you're smuggling people in the U.S. that are unvetted, and you're not telling anybody where they are because they're in danger. So what are these like high end terrorists? That you know what I mean? Like what are you doing? Like, dude, this stuff is scarier than you think it is, and I think we're all so naive and like I just think yeah, just be prepared, dude. Prepare yourself. Like that's all I'm going to say. Prepare yourself because I know something's coming.
all right, we'll move on.
Yeah, because I got more garbage to talk about. Iran violently clamps down on Christians with reports of torture and fines. Now, these two might even be related in some sense, right?
Well, yeah, well, I'm not surprised.
So, right. So, Iranians don't like Christians. Americans, a Christian nation. We're letting hundreds of thousands of people, millions of people in this country unvetted. I just saw a man come into a shop yesterday who was Iranian. I live in a small town, buddy. You get what I'm saying? I don't know
He
where he came
found you.
from. I don't know how.
Iran. He came from Iran.
I
Duh.
don't. You know, and look, I'm not going to assume. I'm not just going to assume because he's Iranian, he's bad, he's a terrorist, he hates America. But I'm going to tell you that Iran hates America. Now, whether it's all the people in Iran, that's kind of not fair. But in the end, the
Sure.
country hates America.
Yeah.
And they finance things and they commit acts. People in there commit acts against America. Like I don't know if America's doing this to Iranians, it's hidden. You know what I mean? So they can't say well, they can say America hates Iran if they want, but there's really no proof of it. You know what I mean? I mean, well, I guess there's some. Yeah, it's hard to say. I don't want to really. I don't want to jump into that. That's another rabbit hole we'll have to go down. But at the end of the day, this is scary. And just after what I just talked about, yeah,
Like you
I'm just
said, yeah, so there's Iranian Christians, obviously, that aren't following the Muslim way over there. So I'm sure
right,
those Christian probably are not violent against Americans as a Christian value. I would think.
right.
Don't
Well, your
know.
nationality
Don't
doesn't
know.
dictate your beliefs, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
You know, just because you're American, because you're born in America, doesn't mean you have to believe in all the subscribe to everything America subscribes to. Like I would say, if you live in that country, like if you move to Iran, you know what I mean, and you subscribe to the way they live, that's more indication of what you're going to do and be than your nationality.
Yeah.
So that's why I said I'm going to give this Iranian guy the benefit of the doubt and think he came over here to get away from that mentality, and hopefully that's what he did do. But
But
all the
you're still
immigrants are
gonna
coming
but you're
in.
still gonna watch them.
Well, you know, you I watch everybody though. To be honest with you, I don't watch people. Well, that's not really fair either. You know, honestly, yeah, you don't want to be. It's
No, you're,
hard to
but you're
tell,
right.
dude.
You're always aware of your surroundings, no
Yeah,
matter
yeah,
who
you
they
should
are, what they
always
are.
be aware,
Yeah.
right? Even the smallest.
Yeah.
And guys have been deployed to Afghanistan and Iraq and all that know that some little kid can walk up with a suicide vest on.
Yep.
Like normally, your American way would be like, oh, it's just a little kid, but no, you need to assume, which is I guess why a lot of them have PTSD to this day. But all right, we'll move on to the next one because this is
This your favorite show right here.
it's on yeah. So here you go, Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, I love just Whoopi Goldberg. Why'd she change her name? And she's not a Jewish. But anyway, Whoopi Goldberg fantasizes about Biden jailing every Republican on The View. Audience applauds.
What is Goldberg a Jewish name?
Yeah, Goldberg. Any Berg, I think, is mostly Jewish.
Oh, and wasn't she going
Goldsteins
to?
and Bergs.
Wasn't she going to Canada eight
Yeah,
years ago? Well,
yeah.
not even Canada wants her.
Well, you know what she probably did? She probably bought property in Canada because she's got all this money,
I bet she didn't.
you know? And then she just said, I'm going to go. I'm going to go. She keeps threatening to go. I wish she would go. I wish the whole View show would just go. Like, I don't even know why
How is
people
that?
watch that.
How is that? Yeah, exactly.
It's not even cackling hens. It's idiot cackling hens. It's the
Yeah.
dumbest. Like my chickens are stupid, but these women are people and they're dumber than my chickens. Like my chickens know when to go in at night. You know, these women don't know when to shut up. And their views are just like The View, their view is just the stupidest stuff I've ever heard of.
You
Not
know,
even arguable.
they probably say our view's stupid too.
No, dude, like you can make it like you can take somebody on the other side who could put up an argument. You know what I mean? Like abortion's a topic. You can go back and forth with, my body, my choice, right? Only when it's abortion, not when it's, chemicals and drugs being put in your body. Um, but that part of it, you can kind of argue somewhat of a point. These women talk about crap. Just look at this. Every Republican on The View, I mean, jailing every Republican. Like, you see what I just said about the Iranian guy? Like, so you literally think every Republican should go to jail? Like, why would you say something that stupid?
She thinks so.
And then at the end of the day, what law did they break? Oh, they're a threat to democracy. Okay, that's an opinion. What law did they break? And this is the problem right now. This is what I can't understand with these stupid people. If you have a point, back it. Back it with the law. Back it with facts. Back it with something. Don't just throw something out there and be like, it's a threat to democracy, because you're a threat to democracy, Whoopi. In fact, you're an elite who thinks you are democracy. So,
Whoopee!
to be honest with you, you can't defend all 8 of your houses when this Civil War thing breaks out. You can't do it. So you just wasted a whole bunch of money because somebody's going to be taking one of them houses or 7 of them. So, anyways, I think she does have one in New Jersey too. So, anyways, and I think I know where exactly it is, but I'm not taking that one. I don't like the ocean. But anyways,
Or New Jersey.
or New Jersey. You're absolutely right. I don't like New Jersey or the ocean. But anyway, so yeah, these people are morons, and just the dumb things they say and get away with. That if anybody said that about Democrats, it'd be like, oh my God, Trump starts an insurrection again because this guy supports Trump and he said this comment about that. It's the stupidest crap, dude. I'm just so done with it.
All right, I'm done with this headline.
I'm done with it. All right, so speaking of Supreme Court temporarily blocks Texas law that allows police to arrest migrants.
Well, I mean, I think they're blocking it from arresting them from crossing the border. But as soon as they break a law,
Well, that's the
Texas law,
question, right? So, is illegal immigration breaking a federal law and the state has no jurisdiction over that? Does Texas have a law? Because I don't think Texas is allowed to have a law to stop commerce or traffic through their state from other states. I don't know if they have a law that can prevent other countries from sending people through there. So that's the question. And that was a great time for you to disappear because obviously you don't have an answer to that question. But yeah, so I asked that question, Nate, and you disappeared. So I figured you didn't have an answer.
I know. I'm out.
Yeah, but you
Well,
get what I'm saying? It's a
illegal
federal law.
immigration. It's not a state law. Well,
But can it be?
why
I think
not?
that's what Texas is trying to make it a state law.
That'd be the easiest way to fix the problem.
Well, I mean, the problem is you only have so many states that touch other borders,
Well,
other country borders.
Texas
Right.
has a problem with illegal immigration, so why not make it a state law that's illegal to?
Well, that's why I'm curious to see how this comes out. How the Supreme Court
Yeah.
blocked it and what this is going to do, because why would they block it? That doesn't make sense to me. Texas has a right to protect themselves.
The state can't enforce a federal law, but the federal people you have there aren't enforcing it either.
Well, right. They're actually endorsing it. They're people smuggling traffic. I don't know. I mean, I just think it's insane to think, because like realistically, what would happen if whatchamacallit, like let's say everybody from Oklahoma decided up and leave and go to Texas. Like, could Texas stop them all? And you know what I mean, from becoming like homeless people in their streets? Could Texas stop them? They might be able to stop. They would start arresting them for being homeless on their streets for some law.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting, but I don't understand why the Supreme Court's stopping it, because Texas has a right to protect itself, especially if the government's not doing it for them. So that should be a caveat to everything. But then again, that's a slippery slope too. So I'd have to think about that. All right. Anyway, I'm going to think about it later because I'm going to get off this episode. Unless you got something you want to add.
Nope.
No. Awesome. Well, thanks.
Just trying to make laws over here.
Yeah. We probably make better laws than they can. But thanks for showing up again, Nate. Thank you all, Christine and Johnny, and appreciate you, and all the others out there that are secretly watching and not saying. Um, which I get it. Yeah, I get it. Whatever.
Long time listener, first time commenter. We love you guys.
Right. Exactly. And don't just comment about some anti-Jew thing and then beat. That's stupid. But like, share, subscribe, save all your money. Until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin already. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here at Pull the Pin Already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.